And friends, thank you for joining us today in our morning meditation.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Happy Monday.
Happy Monday. I'm looking at your flowers and I feel like it's time to re-up.
Those ones are dead.
Those guys are tapping out right now.
They're done.
Does that mean we need a trip for a flower trip today?
No, because there's those ones.
Oh, we got other. Oh yeah, those ones. But they look like they're going to give up too.
They need new water.
What's your perfect stack
They will
of
give
flowers? Like how many flower
One.
arrangements?
Just one.
Only one? You have two going right now. What's your favorite?
I thought those were already done, so I bought new ones, and then I realized, oh, those weren't quite.
What's your favorite amount? Like you're good with just one, or you like two or three?
No, just one.
Just one? Well, it's almost time to re-up.
We have a small house, so
Flower,
that's fine.
Flower guys here. What's your what? You know who has good flowers?
Mr. Michael, the designer.
That guy too,
He
but he's a
does.
little bit out of the way sometimes.
I know.
But Costco, and I probably
Oh,
this is.
don't
I know I
say
shouldn't
that.
say that. I know
Oh.
Costco is like it's the man, it's the machine,
I know.
and they're like own it. Like ugh.
You don't want to support the man. I like to support the little guy, but the little guy is so far away.
The little guy, but
It's so out of our
do
way.
they? You know what? And this is going into kombucha now because I feel it's the same way. But if I got flowers delivered to my house for the same price that I could get Costco, then I would do that.
Oh, they
Kombucha,
can't.
we're doing that with
they
kombucha.
can't survive with that. They can't survive.
They can't.
There's no way. Like, it's crazy how little Costco charges for things.
I know that's hard.
It's like kombucha. Like, it's the
It
same
is.
thing. Like, you can buy the kombucha at Costco, or you could buy Carlington Booch. It's not the same,
Yeah,
but
it's
you're
about this-
paying way
it's-
less.
Yeah, but no, like we're competitive with Costco price. Like we're a little bit more expensive because just the nature of it. But we found a way to deliver kombucha right to your house on a monthly subscription. it's not a plug, but it just turned into one. So feel free to hit me up on the monthly subscription delivered right to your house. 12-pack, 24-pack, mix and match your flavors. There you go.
Little commercial for your morning.
There's your morning kombucha plug. Get healthy, get that digestive going, all that stuff. Well, here we are talking about kombucha and flowers. That's a good combination of booch and flowers.
It is.
Maybe in No, we already had Valentine's Day. What's coming up? Anything coming up that I can celebrate our love? My birthday. All right. It is February the 27th, friends. Here we are. Whew, winding down February. Spring is in the air, except it's minus 20 today.
I thought today was the last day of February, but it's tomorrow.
Is it 28?
Yeah.
Is the leap year 29?
Yeah.
Man, I haven't been in school in a while, but those are real things that people know. All right, here we go. When we first came into a 12-step fellowship, the first thing we did was admit that we could not do anything about our drinking or adrenaline or food. We admitted that alcohol has licked us and that we were helpless against it. We could never decide whether or not to take a drink. I couldn't make that decision. We always took the drink. And since we couldn't do anything about it ourselves, we had to put our whole drink problem into the hands of God. We turned the whole thing over to that power greater than ourselves. We had nothing more to do about it except trust God and take care of the problem for us. Have I done this honestly and fully? Here's our meditation. This is the time for my spirit to touch the Spirit of God. I know that the feeling of the Spirit touch is more important than all sensations of material things. I must seek a silence of spirit touching with God. Just a moment's contact with all the fever life gives me. Then I am well, whole, calm, and able to arise and minister to others. God's touch is a potent healer. God's touch is a potent healer. I must feel the touch and sense God's presence. So the solution to my alcohol insanity, and fill in the blank, is a relationship with God. And only that will solve that problem, because I like it. I don't like it when people say, I just don't drink. I just can't drink. And I'm like, well, you're not like me then, because that's the only thing I can do. I can't not drink. I have proved that for many years, especially at the end of my using, maybe the last 5 years. There was like a point where it's like, I don't ever see my life without alcohol, but I don't like the consequences. And maybe if I just did it a different way, but there was no, I can't drink. And then when there was like, okay, I'm never going to drink again, I kept on drinking. So it's like, I proved to myself that the only thing I can really do is drink. And even my words coming out of my mouth looked idiotic to myself. At some point, my words looked dumb coming out of my mouth. I'm like, oh my goodness. And so if you're like me, then the only option is to have a relationship with God and to, what did they say? I must seek a silence of spirit touching with God. And so I get that and I think it's important for me to do it the first thing. Like when it's like getting on my clothes. Like I don't go to the meetings and I don't go to do a video without having my clothes on. And so then if I have a morning meditation time and I'm just getting, what is it? Being spirit touched by God. And I think that's the most important thing for me to start my day off is really having conscious contact with God first thing in the morning. For me, I do a little meditation and then I have a guided meditation that I use and then I just write stuff down. Like maybe God wants me to reach out to this person. Or I get inspiration and that kind of thing. And it doesn't take me too long. But neither does putting on my clothes to come here.
It's true.
Like everybody wants me to put on my clothes at a meeting.
Yes, they do.
Like if I didn't have a shirt on my Zoom meeting, they would find that odd and then they would probably ask what?
Everything okay?
Do you have pants on?
Oh,
and then they might ask, are you
Yes.
drinking? Are you drinking, little Johnny Ruby? So I think that's in my experience, it's really putting on my clothes and it's a spiritual clothes. And I have to be touched by God to be of service to anybody around me. So that's really what I get out of that.
Good. It's good. What's
Our
your
prayer for today is I pray that the fever of resentment, worry, and fear may melt into nothingness. I pray that health, joy, peace, and serenity may take its place. So my friends, as you are in hand with God, would you, with the power of God, separate you from something that you can't not do? And may you be able to buy flowers and kombucha today with that power. Amen. All right, keep the peace, be of good behavior. We'll see you tomorrow.